We're here in Harvard Square to check out a tiki concept brought to us by a chef that's going back to his Chinese-American roots. Just kidding.
This is fun and also horrifying, all right? You're gonna hook it and then pull the duck out. And this one is just dangerous because you have this huge, really, really hot piece of meat coming out of the oven.
How do I bring this out?
I'll just grab them from you. And there you go, your first Peking duck.
Does anyone else use an oven like this in the US?
Not so much in the US. It's more for anything that you want to hang. The Buddhist Ducks or roasted pork belly.
What's a Buddhist duck?
So these guys are never frozen. There's only one farm in the entire US that does 100% Peking breed.
So there's only one farm in the country that makes these ducks. There's only one restaurant in the country that has this oven. Like, I can't eat this or anything like this anywhere else in the United States.
Yeah.
Oh man, let's go. So man, this place is incredible. Like, I'm blown away by the build out of it. Can you tell me a little bit about why you opened up a tiki bar and Chinese restaurant?
We really wanted this to be our love story to American Chinese cuisine. Growing up, I had an American Chinese restaurant with my family. You know, that's where I kind of fell in love with Chinese American cuisine.
So there's a lot going on in this place. And can you talk to me a little bit about the design and how you put it all together?
Pretty much as myself and one other dude with hammers and pin nailers that built this entire restaurant from scratch. Even the furniture that you see around the restaurant was all designed by us. What we wanted to do was recreate down here a tea parlor, and the food that we serve down here is more like kind of like night market style, where it's like bows and rice bowls. Upstairs is more of a bar with American Chinese small plates. That's more of your tropical escapism.
That tiger head, what is that? Why is that there? I mean, it's awesome.
So that's actually from an art gallery in Florida called Pavo Real, and we had that made custom for us for the Year of the Tiger.
Where does the tiki and Chinese connection come from?
The exotic food that was served with tiki was Chinese food. And then a lot of Chinese restaurants became caretakers not only of American Chinese cuisine, but of tiki drinks and tiki cocktails. So we want to bring that here. We really want to have very elevated tiki cocktails, but also elevate Chinese American cuisine, which is really important to the diversity of Chinese food. You always get criticism for not being authentic. You always get criticism for not being too chef-like. I worked in a lot of, fine dining restaurants. We brought a lot of that here, but we still want to stay true to serving General Gao's chicken, serving crab rangoons. We want to make sure we stayed very true to who my family is and what we are. We want this to be a deeper meeting both for myself and our guests.
Have you been collecting tiki mugs a long time?
Yes, when I was young, we had more of this traditional style here. And that was my first introduction to tiki mugs. I really kind of fell in love with the kitschy, the wonky, the bright colors.
And what's this mug here in front of you?
This one is actually a mug sculpted for us. This is by an artist named Oakwash. He hand sculpts it, hand carves it. We have a lot of monkey theming in the restaurant. So we did a very limited run. We did 88 of these guys, and that was it.
How many tiki mugs do you have in your collection up here?
I have shelves here, shelves in the back, shelves in the front.
It's awesome to see that there's a collecting culture behind tiki mugs. Like, I've been a collector my whole life, but never would have known that there was a culture and a limited drop around tiki mugs.
You get some really amazing mugs by these artists, because it's always a play off of something that's involving tiki culture, but they always do something that's kind of pop culture related at the same time.
What would you expect to pay for a mug?
Probably almost in the $100 to $125 range.
And then resell is like $500.
Yeah, no, they don't even resell.
Collectors keep them.
Oh, tiki collectors, like for the limited drops, you will never find them on secondhand
that's
market.
so cool. Can you tell me a little bit about what I have here in front of me?
So this is from an artist called Ohana is Dead. He has a couple more like goth tiki mugs. What you're drinking right now inside is a zombie. I believe it's rum, a little overproof rum, and just a splash more rum and some grenadine and juice.
This drink sounds like a good time.
It's one and done. We limit one for customers, so.
It's strong.
The zombie really will knock you on your butt. That's
sick.
By design. The main thing that we wanted to achieve here is that we didn't want it to be taken serious. It's still art, but it's fun. A lot of us forgot to have fun in restaurants. Have a ridiculous drink in a ridiculous mug. Come in your tropical garb. No one's gonna judge you here for that.
These mugs play such a central role in this place, and what I like about it is how much it means to you. That makes it mean more to me.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
What is going on with this chicken bao? Why?
When you go to China and you go to the night markets, actually one of the big draws to them are baos, and they're always of caricatures.
I mean, this is so much fun.
The reason why they used to be made as characters, they used to make them look like heads and offer that as a sacrifice. Now we want to bring that back in a more fun way that fits the theming that we have in the restaurant.
I would have no problem eating that whole thing.
That is our General Gao's chicken. Everyone wants to be able to eat with their hands, so we decided to go with drumettes. American Chinese food is comfort food. That is a big drumstick.
That is a very big drumstick. Oh man, this thing is so cool. Look at this. This is beautiful.
You get to carve it.
I'm gonna tear it apart, carve it, use my hands.
Yeah. Good, now you have a job.
Yeah. This is why we came here. Wow. The hoisin sauce is so good. It's delicious, man.
Thank you.
I love it. Honestly, it's such a fun dish.
Very interactive.
Yeah, very interactive. This duck, honestly, it goes with the whole theme of this restaurant. It's so playful, it's tasty. This is why people come here.
That and the drinks.
Everything in this place is a journey through your life, and I'm really happy that you shared that with me today. I really appreciate it.
And thanks for experiencing our little slice of paradise here.
Yeah, thank you.